niggas start out as friends. Let's be clear. Cut the
No.
bullshit. Y'all
Hell no.
get the fuck out of here. And that's why y'all ain't got no relationships, because don't nobody want to start out as fucking friends. Every nigga start out as a motherfucking friend. I don't give a fuck what your intentions are. Every nigga start out as a fucking friend. Every nigga starts out as a friend. Every nigga.
Not
Every
the relationship.
nigga. Listen.
Hey, sometimes hoes make their way in.
Look, sometimes hoes make their way in.
But I'm saying if Dave, this my kicker. This my kicker. No, this is my kicker. Oh my goodness, you motherfuckers. Cause I got talked with like 3 niggas. What it say something, nigga?
Hey, street nigga. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
And what I get what you're saying, T. Oh, go ahead. My bad. My sorry. I ain't mean yeah. That's fine with me.
This is date 1. Who's talking about marrying anybody? Get the fuck out of here with that.
Alright. Now let me get it on here.
Yeah.
And I get what you're saying. So if their goal was just to fuck after date 1 or date 2, my pussy's worth more than $50. So we gotta do more than that. I mean,
you digging yourself into a trap, sis. You digging yourself into a trap. Asshole. Dickhead. What? $40? What the fuck paying this McDonald's? What the fuck? Nigga, you fucking tripping.
we're getting chicken nuggets.
Simple size.
Yo, this nigga was dating me. Every time we went somewhere, this nigga got mozzarella sticks. I said, "Oh no, this is."
Wait a minute. $40 don't think.
Mm-hmm.
What? Snacks. $500. Yo, this is crazy.
I don't know what y'all talking. Can I
First of all, you can spend $1 million on a date and they still don't guarantee you no pussy. That definitely ain't getting you no pussy. You just pussy yourself right out of pussy. $40.
Can I
definitely ain't getting no pussy.
Can I get a turn, man?
You definitely not getting no pussy off of $40. Wait a minute, is that $40 for the whole? Is that $40 for the two of you, or is that $40 just for her? Oh hell no! $40 don't go no goddamn where. You need that $40 to put the gas just to come get me to take me somewhere. Right.
Because you wanted my time.
I told you was saying yes for a trap. Now niggas just gotta figure out what your price is.
Are we having this conversation pre-going out to dinner? No, we're not having. No, I don't want.
We're not having dinner.
Okay, we're not having dinner because now you're treating me like a prostitute, sir.
Right.
You called me up saying, "Hey, what's your price?" No, bruh, I'm good. I don't have a price. I'm saying if you think buying me dinner is getting you some fucking pussy, you're wrong.
Can I?
Mm-hmm.
Infinity and beyond, motherfucker.
Hey, sis!
That's what my pussy got. My pussy got infinity and beyond. My pussy got a house, a car, and more. That's what you fuck you tell them, Steph. That's what your pussy is worth.
Can I get?
No, I'm just confused as to why that question would be asked when we first met.
Can I get a line of questions?
Like if some nigga had a conversation with me like I'm just trying to fuck, so how much is it worth? We're not having any more conversation after that sentence. Like what the fuck?
What?
Why am I fucking with niggas that are fucking prostitutes?
I don't know.
Can I get a line of questions? By saying that that's too low, that's setting a standard that there is a price.
I told you it was a trap, Steph.
But I'm saying by answering that there's too low.
It is a trap. That's a trap.
That's something where you would say my price.
When a woman puts a price on herself, that's a trap. That's what
right.
I wasn't saying it for y'all against y'all. I was saying it to her.
Yeah.
When you say my pussy is worth more than that, that's a trap.
That phrase itself sets the limit. Says that there's a price on.
There's a price, exactly. That's a trap that you set for yourself.
You gotta say it ain't worth pussy. I give mine up to who I want to, based off of mutual attraction and such and such.
Chops, what's your question?
How about you got your bank account?
But the thing is, why do I care what they think that they're going to get?
Because you never told them what they want.
I think you're not understanding. When I'm saying, like, if you really think that $40 was going to get you some pussy, like, that's not happening. That's what I'm saying. Like,
can I ask? Because y'all going in the same
circles. It's just not fucking happening.
Go ahead, chat.
For $40, like that was your end goal. Let me get you some fucking tacos and a drink, and I'm definitely getting some fucking pussy tonight. That's not happening. And I'm sorry that you thought
what type of caliber of women are y'all fucking with that $40 is going to get you some ass?
Now,
right, but that's what I'm like. That's what I mean when I'm saying like my pussy's worth more than that shit. Like,
some questions. In these scenarios, one thing that make it sound bad is by saying price of the date, you looking at it strictly as I paid for this, I paid for this. You're not counting that in that date. We are spending time. We talking. We not just, all right, you eating? All right, hurry up and eat so we can get up out of here.
But you already knew you was gonna spend that dime when you took me out. So
right.
why'd you even worrying about it? You already knew you was gonna spend that dime. So why are you even worrying about it?
All right, now let me get my question.
Which goes back to courting.
Right. Now let me get my question.
Which is non-existent.
Now let me get my questions. So
how? If you're not willing to spend no money on somebody that's considering you a friend.
Oh, can I get my question?
Go ahead, Chops. Go ahead, Chops. Go ahead, Chops.
All right. Now you have a person approach you, and at the initial meeting of that time, before you even exchange numbers, you tell them we could be platonic friends, and they still agree to being your friend, right? You would still give that person your number?
That's not how shit goes. Like when you exchange numbers.
Have you told people we could be
it's
platonic
normally
friends?
Like you stop by, you have a small little conversation about God knows what.
Have you told them, hey man, hey, how you doing? I like to get your number.
In the conversation,
say,
like when we have our first conversation, we're talking. I'm not looking for anything. I'm just chilling. Like I don't want a boyfriend.
Right, but that leaves the open line that it can happen eventually. But do you tell them we can be platonic friends? With no,
I say I don't want a boyfriend.
Yeah, but that's not a platonic friend.
Chilling.
That's not a platonic friend.
If your head is going elsewhere and giving yourself hope, and that's something you gotta work on. That's not me, bruh.
All right, but look, you said it.
I didn't say, but there's hope. No,
I ain't now let's say this. Let's say you say this. Now they've called.
And if they ever, I even have conversations with niggas like when I feel like it might go somewhere. I'm like, you can talk to other girls, right? Like, I don't want a boyfriend. I'm chilling. If it gets that far, like, cause some niggas they stay around for a little bit. So if it gets to a weird point, I'm not that heartless. Like, come on.
Okay. All right.
Now, all I know is I'm glad I'm not in the dating scene in 2021. That's what I do know.
Now,
am I telling them I'm not having sex with them?
Who are you telling?
If they ask, then yes. No, I'm not having sex with you.
Okay.
No, because what you about to do, bruh? Like, what you about to do? What you gonna do?
Questions.
When you don't get any pussy, what you about to do? Like the
Wait,
fuck?
but my question is this. Let me ask you a quick question.
Oh my God.
My question is this.
Then when I get the young.
So what happens if I want to change my mind? So I can't change my mind. We can't just be friends, and then I can get to know you, and then I could want to fuck. No?
All right. Can I get in here? Can I get back in here?
Yeah, but you don't know that. I don't know.
That really don't even take place. That don't take place.
Can I get back in here?
Go ahead, Chaps.
All right. Now you says no chance. They've still taking your number. Now I call and I say, hey Steph, you want to hang out? But you got to pay your way. Is you going to hang out?
I might. It depends on a nigga.
But you don't. It's just your friend.
Yeah. If
it
he's
depends
just
on a nigga. Even as a friend, it depends on a nigga.
It depends on the activity. Like
for
if it's
me,
something
that on a nigga. I don't give a fuck.
He called with an activity. I don't know what you want to do. I don't know what he gonna call it.
It depends on where I'm at. Like if I'm if I'm at a point where I'm bored and I really want to go out and nobody's doing shit, and I really want to go out and he happens to tell me like, hey, this is going on. You trying to? I might be like, maybe. Okay. Like that's how I ended up in Dubai actually, because my cousin was going to Dubai, and then that security guard nigga said that he was going to be in Dubai. So all right, since my cousin's going out there, I'll be at Dubai.
Was he trying to holler at? But he was trying to holler at your cousin.
No, my cousin's a guy.
He was trying to holler at your cousin.
No, the security guard was working there that night.
Now, who invited you to Dubai?
They both did.
Who paid for it?
My cousin paid for it.
Okay.
But he invited me out. You get what I'm saying? So
no,
it was an event that I still had to pay for, but my cousin paid for it because he's my cousin. My cousin doesn't know the security guard at all. They don't know each other. My cousin,
So then
the security guard said,
invite you. I mean,
the security guard hit me up and said, "Hey, I'm going out to hookah lounge in Parkville. I want you to come out."
Can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
At what point did things change? I've been out the game for a long time, so I'm just asking.
What you mean?
At what point did things change? Because no matter what was happening, what? No. Milton was explaining what you were saying. He was like, that is true. I was just trying to figure out when at what point did things change? Because no matter what was taking place, I've never paid unless I wanted to pay. Point blank to the period.
Yeah.
I've never had to have a conversation about not having sex. I've never had to have a conversation that we're just going to be platonic friends. I've never had to have none of that. If somebody asked me out, I was raised to always carry my own. Even when the phone booths was in play and it was only a dime, my mom was like, "You got a dime?" Always in play, but I've never paid.
I mean, that's always been the game, though. But the main thing that really shifted was like 6 years ago, a big thing came through of women like making a conscious effort and making it publicly known that they was going to start letting any dude that shoot a shot get a shot, whether he know he going to get a shot or whether he think he going to get a shot, just for the chance to get a date or an outing. So then dudes had to start becoming real specific in how shit started going. And when it became like that, it was like, oh, why you asking these weird ass questions? But it had already become public knowledge. So to not get scammed, niggas started asking up front, like, hey man, you know what's going on, where we going with this beforehand. That's when I first seen the real public conscious shift in the dating scene, was when that really hit.
Well, whatever happens to, if it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. Like, that's what I'm trying to understand.
I think it's just based off the
because
different people.
Because like I said, that public thing hit where it wasn't no longer if it happened, it happened. It became that conscious effort that no matter what you do, it's going to look like it's going to happen. So then that's when niggas started being like, well, we need to know what's going to happen beforehand. That's what I'm seeing as the epicenter of all this.
That's interesting.
I think it's just how you think of yourself, honestly, because me and my friends.
Now I will say I've never made a friend of a chick, and we
value ourselves. So like niggas do spend a certain amount of money. Like it is what it is.
But I will say, I mean, I don't really see too many people
not like they have to spend like $1,000, but they're paying for your shit. Like they're paying for your dinner. They're paying to hang out with you. Like
I'll say this
because they want your time.
I'll say this. I've never seen
like that's what
anyone
happens.
Of the opposite sex approach the other person of the opposite sex just to hang out. And I'm not talking like you've not heard. Like now, if you've overheard something and oh man, these niggas pretty cool. They into something I'm into. I'm talking about seeing a person from across the room and just been like, you know what? You look like I want to hang out with you. I've never seen that on any side. So that's why when you see a motherfucker, that's why everything is now, you got to say something up front, because when a person approach you, like you say, it's 9 times out of 10, this is a holler. I don't know anybody that just come walking up to a random stranger like, hey, how you doing? What's your name?
It's like in a group setting.
You seem,
it's more like
that's what I'm saying.
Events.
So when you saying that, it's implied that a nigga came up to you to get your number and he wanted to take you out. and it was just supposed to be we was going to be friends, he always he didn't just see you across the room and say, she look like she could be a good friend of mine. That's never happened because you've never seen a nigga across the room and said, you know what, he look like he could. Name a nigga in your group now that you know that you walked across the room.
So that
and
means
said,
you came to me because you wanted to take me out. You wanted to get to know me. You were attracted to me.
Right. So you got to tell him, yo, you
so
not
take
getting
me
any
out.
chance. No, because he's not coming to be
you're
your
not attracted
friend.
to me.
He's not coming to be your friend. That's when you once again become a magician really because no person just. Mess. But that's a simple. Come on now, we got to get that. I don't care how bad you want to say it.
Why am I wasting my time?
Because no person has ever walked across a room and just no person has ever walked across a room, like I said, of any sex and just said, hey, what's your name? How you doing? Let me get your number. We could be friends. You ever did that? You ever had even a chick outside the chick being like, you look gorgeous.
You wanted to hang out with me.
But I'm saying even with girls, you ever had a random chick just be like, you look gorgeous. Can I get your number? We can go out sometime. Has that ever happened?
Has a girl ever said you look?
But has she ever wanted to just be your friend because you look good? Because that's why she approached you. Something about you was a look.
That's how me and Rachel became friends. I went up to her. I told her she was pretty. No, I went up to her. I said, you're really pretty. And she's been my best friend ever since.
But I'm saying, did you get her number and then call her later and say, hey, man, this is me. I thought you was pretty. You want to hang out?
We probably had to exchange numbers so we could, go to
shit with each other. You was in a mutual place. You was at a mutual place, and I'm guessing when you told her you thought she was pretty, y'all spent a little bit of time after that.
So that shit wasn't weird.
But I'm saying, but give me this situation.
I immediately saw her, and I was like, she's pretty. So I went up to her. And she was new, and I was like,
did you ask her for her number?
I don't know how I got her number. I ain't say give me your number, but we had to somehow exchange numbers.
All right, but I'm saying you didn't get it off that initial reaction. You hung out a little bit. You didn't just come up and say, hey, you look gorgeous. Can I get your number? We can hang out sometime.
But if my intent was to date Rachel,
no. We still trying to prove if you've ever just seen someone across the room, walked over and tried to get their number to be their friend. I'm talking, you ain't even hang out after that. You got her number and then went back to doing what she was doing.
I don't remember. We probably had lunch with each other that day because she was new.
Exactly. You didn't do that. That don't happen. That don't happen in any setting of any sex. That's just an awkward societal situation.
It wasn't awkward. She was pretty.
Exactly, but y'all hung out after that. Or
like when you go out to, you ain't never been out to a festival, saw somebody with like a cool style.
But you were in a situation where y'all spent more time after you said that. You was probably somewhere where it was like, hey, you pretty. We both going this way. Why don't we just hang out and walk and talk?
Chops, I can't relate because I go up to people and befriend
people. But you don't get their number. You hang out with them right then after you've befriended them.
I might.
That's the whole thing. That's the whole difference between what you trying to explain is a nigga just came up to be your friend.
But most of the time, I don't get like gay niggas number because I know there's not going to be any type of confusion.
Right. Exactly.
Straight niggas might have a wife or a girlfriend.
And he comes up and says, hey, I want to be your friend. And then he just walks off, or do y'all spend a little bit? Y'all still hang out at whatever event, that y'all at. Because you approach somebody at an event. You're not just walking up to a person. You ever seen a person in a store?
Well, if I'm trying to be their friend, then we're doing like hanging out things. Because we're friends.
Okay. So let me put it in a different random place.
But that's not what you guys are doing. You guys are trying to date these girls. You want them to be your girlfriend, or you want them to fuck. You're not trying to just be their friend.
But I've never approached anybody just like you've never. You trying to make this situation whereas dudes approach you and they gotta be shooting their shot just to be a friend, but you've never had that happen. You've never did that. Nobody has ever seen that happen to where a random person just came up and said, hey man, let me get your number. Let's just hang out. Let's say you at the store and a person
but at any point they can stop hanging out with me. At any point, they can stop asking to hang out with me.
Facts.
But he's already came up, but that's phony. I ain't trying to hit. It's phony. Because you can't have it to where you double standard it. That is a double standard.
What are you talking about?
I really don't remember how he got my number. I really don't remember much about how he got my number.
What does that make a difference?
That's kind of the same situation with the homegirl thing.
You're not gonna get to know me in 5 minutes. Like I don't understand that scenario. I'm listening.
It's a double standard. Y'all not gonna defeat the programming. There's an undefeatable program.
Get married. You want to get married after just seeing my face? I might be crazy.
Listen, it's no way to explain that shit.
You might realize I'm a bitch.
You should have just learned after just seeing that example. There's no way to explain that shit, and it's gonna make sense, man. It's a programming that you almost can't defeat.
And you got every right to. You got every right to. Wait, now my question is this, okay? Now.
No way to ride that ride and not be painted as a
Dad said,
scumbag.
are you streaming this, Chops? Because this is the shit you should be streaming.
Nah.
He ain't streaming this
shit. We not doing shit. We just sitting there. Yeah, I was about to say I can clip some of it.
So my question is this. With all these rules and contingencies and this is that and the third, right? So T said he has a 3-date no clap he goes through, right? Now, is this rule in place across the board, or is this rule in place for? No, what I'm saying is this across the board, like whether she's wife material, whether you want to build, or is this just for if you're just trying to fuck? Like, what's See, and that's what I'm talking about. Okay. All right. So you ain't gotta wait a year and a half. What do you just gotta wait? What do you gotta wait 5 days? What if on the 5th day? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm tripping over. Okay, so I'm tripping. Oh my gosh. I can be totally into you. I can be so fucking attracted to you. Like, just seeing you, I could get wet. But in 3 days? All right, so my question. So here's my question. So my question is.
But he didn't say days. He said dates.
My question is this. Here's my question. So, okay, what if these 3 dates takes 6 months?
Damn.
Then what's the difference? What's the difference in the guy waiting a year and you waiting 6 months?
Money. Money.
I hear you, Chops.